The pitch from Acevedo.
Swung on the line down the left field line for a base hit.
Fly ball, gap, right center field. And
Double him up at second.
Luke is going back to the 1-8 track. Get out the right, run and Buster Grandma. It is grand salami time.
will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years.
How about those Mariner nerds? 41-41, the Mariners start this road trip with a series loss. There's nothing to say, Jeff.
Boo.
Yeah, that's about right. Welcome to episode
Get the
172.
Boo Birds out.
It's time. It's time. Episode 172 of the Light the W podcast. When the Mariners return home to T-Mobile Park, I expect the Boo Birds to be out. Mahal and Anderson, Jeff Budkey. And the Mariners have already lost here on Thursday. We're recording this Thursday afternoon, about 1:30 p.m. on Thursday. This will be out Friday morning. And 41-41, back at 500. A series loss in Cleveland. And the Mariners will be back below 500. What a time to be alive.
On Halloween night, we're winning the World Series. It doesn't make this any less stupid. It doesn't make this any less painful or any less annoying. There is no future prize that can make this less stupid.
It's brutal. It's brutal. Woke up this morning, opened TikTok, first TikTok I see. Cal Raleigh, Julio Rodriguez going yard in Game 7 of the ALCS, back when things were fun.
Well, okay, hold on. I don't know if I can call that fun. Like, the most stressful time in the last couple, like, the pit.
You're
It's more fun
telling
than
me
this.
You're
It's more
telling me
fun
you
than
weren't
this.
having fun when Cal Raleigh hit that home run to make it, what was it, 2-3-0 at the time? I don't even care.
My lack of quality of life in other areas, like my work, my life, my wife, my children, it was all Mariners all the time.
Those
And
were
at
great
least that
times.
team deserved it.
Wearing my Kyle Lewis jersey every day because the Mariners wouldn't lose when I wore my Kyle Lewis jersey during the playoffs. Just great times to reminisce on. But here we are, June 25th. When you're listening to this, probably June 26th. And I just have no words left. I feel like we've said everything at this point.
This is the 6th time this season. 6 times we have won the opening game of a series, a 3-game set, and lost the series. 6 times. You split. If we get 3 of those, we're 44-39. That's not right. 44-38. We're feeling so much better. We're 500. Bad at baseball.
It's just so frustrating. I sat here recording Tuesday, June 2nd. The Mariners had just won their 8th game straight against the New York Mets. They were heading into the final game looking for their 9th straight and a series win. And they're heading into a great stretch of opponents in the Tigers, the Orioles, the Nats, back to the Orioles, the Red Sox, and then the Pirates, who we just played before heading to Cleveland. And I was sitting there and saying, don't look back. Go win these series. Go have a stretch. Go play good baseball. And look where we are. Look where we are.
What's our record since then? Doo-doo paper?
I don't even want to know. To be honest. Let's look at it.
6
Calculations.
10 probably.
How many series have they won since then, Jeff? How many series have they won?
Just the Baltimore at home.
Just the one. Just the one. They had one series split against the Orioles that felt like a series loss because of the last 2 games where all you needed was one of the last 2 games. We've heard that before, haven't we? We've heard that before.
I have.
And then you get the Nationals and you drop it. The Orioles, you finally win a series. And then you drop back-to-back series just playing like utter dog crap.
Any guesses on our 2025 record after 82 games?
Saw this morning. I don't remember what it was. Let me guess. 41-37.
42-40 one game better than our current team that you and I have promised America is better than last year's team. We promise.
You know,
USA, USA, USA.
I'm in this weird stage of Mariners fandom right now. I think every year, Jeff, there's this 2-3 weeks where I just can't watch this baseball team. And it's coinciding right now with the World Cup, and I'm watching a lot of the World Cup. I'm at the stadium for a lot of these World Cup games, and I can't find it in me to watch the Mariners at all. I turn on the game this morning, and I just want to die. It's terrible.
15 games to the All-Star break. It feels like we're plugging our noses and we're diving in hoping that we survive.
It's
like, how is this team in first place? The other podcast equivalents of this have to be just like, they have to be dying that they're not in first place.
The people that are doing podcasts every day right now about this Mariners team, I genuinely don't know what they're talking about, because I'm sitting here struggling to not just say the same things over and over again. Starting pitching hasn't been good enough, and here I'm going to be today and tell you, neither has the frickin' line. It's gone ice cold. Part of it's due to injuries, but I honestly don't really care. You were the third worst WRC plus since June 3rd, which is when that streak started.
In baseball.
In baseball, among
all the teams.
You have a WRC plus of 82.
During that time, the Royals don't have Bobby Witt Jr. They almost got no hit today. The Rockies exist. Other garbage teams. 27th.
It's brutal.
I was trying to articulate this on our last episode, and I think I did a poor job of it, so I'm giving it one more try. When we go down 2 or 3 runs, where is the sense of urgency? Why should I fight? Why should I work the count? Why should I do everything in my power to do the little things right when Rob Refsnyder is over there and his paychecks are still clearing? He's getting dropped long before I am, says literally every other player. Where is that desperation coming from? Where's that urgency? It is non-existent while he is on our baseball team.
Yeah, I mean, I talked about this a little bit, I believe, on Monday's episode, how it's just like, if you're a guy on this team right now and you are coming up down 2-3 runs, you just feel like the entire weight of the world is on your shoulders. There's a pressure and expectation with this Mariners team this year that we have talked about a lot. And with the way that they have struggled, that pressure and expectation feels like it's getting to some of these guys, right? Like with Julio Rodriguez and Cal Raleigh struggling the way that they have, and like you said, Rob Refsnyder somehow still being on this roster, it's just guys feel like they have to do it all themselves. It's like a single just isn't going to do anything. You're just going to get stranded each and every single time. And it's not good enough.
It's very 2013 Mariners, like we talked about yesterday. Cal's first 82 games of last year, any guesses on how many home runs he had hit a year ago today?
30 or 35?
32. 32 home runs, 1.031 OPS. This team lacks, like you said, like that single isn't going to save us. We don't have a savior right now. All this talk about like, oh, we're getting second half Julio early. It's been a pretty rough June. Pretty rough June.
Yeah.
He's not saving us right now.
Do we want to hear Julio's numbers
for the month of June?
3rd? Since June 3rd specifically. I'm just going to take out these 2 days. We can go June, just all of June if you'd like to, though.
Go. I actually don't know how badly I want to hear this. If I'm listening, I might press the 15 seconds ahead so that I don't like.
It's brutal. Well, let's start with the slash line. Since the Mariners ended their 8-game win streak, Julio Rodriguez slashing 206, 299, 279. The slugging percentage is lower than the on-base percentage.
Way to represent the 206, though. I see you.
Attaboy.
Way to rep.
That's a 74 WRC plus.
So we're just getting April Julio in June. We're going to get August Julio in May, and everything's fine. It's fine.
We entered the season, Jeff, being like, can this Mariners team, this Mariners offense score in other ways other than the home run? I sat there like an idiot, believing that they could. They've got guys that can hit singles, that can knock the guy in. Well, here's the problem. Those guys are knocking their singles around. They're hitting their singles, they're hitting their doubles, but there's nobody on base in front of them. So then they get up, and the guys like Julio Rodriguez, Josh Naylor, Cal Raleigh, just to name three, come up,
Just to
look
name
like
three.
garbage, strike out, ground into a double play, trying to hit a homer, can't hit a single. And the only way we can score these days, or win, is via the home run. And that's a problem. That's a problem with how this team's built.
Without Cole Young hitting a monster home run in his hometown, pretty cool moment, we get swept here, and we were feeling bad. You can't lose 2 out of 3 to Pittsburgh. You cannot get swept in Pittsburgh without facing Paul Skeens. Like, unbelievably bad.
I thought they faced Paul Skeens yesterday, and then here he comes today, and he didn't even actually pitch. We're missing the mustache, and I hate
Bubba's good too.
just,
He's a good pitcher.
He looked great today.
He's not
He
Paul
was pumping
Skeens.
gas, but he's not Paul Skeens, and this team has enough talent to be better than this. Cal Raleigh gets ahead 2-1. He chases a changeup in Narnia off the plate, and I'm like, oh god, here we go again. I thought he was starting to find himself, and then he gets a fastball up above his head, swings and misses at it, strikes out with a runner on base, and I'm like, oh, we're still doing this. It's terrible.
I have a fun game for you.
I'm
It's
ready.
called, is this Dan Wilson's fault, or is this the player's fault?
I mean, I don't think there's one person you can blame for it. It's both.
Okay. Cal Raleigh, the reason Dan Wilson has this job.
Yeah.
I know Cal hit a home run on Tuesday, the first game of whatever day it was. Days are meaningless, everyone. Stop believing in days of the week. For this podcast, we're never going to figure it out. Why can't Cal Raleigh hit a fastball middle into oblivion anymore? If it's above 96 miles an hour, he cannot hit it with power. Dan, you're a catcher. Go holler at your boy. Figure this out. Or is this because you ran him into the ground a year ago and then let him pitch in the WBC? And by pitch, I mean hit.
He might have pitched in the WBC too. We don't really know what happened there, to be honest. And, we can blame the WBC all we want.
I will.
And we can do all of that. But it's June. It's June. He should have been able to figure this out by now. He looked great in AAA. And he looks like Jared Kelnick now in the big leagues. And it's I have no words for what Cal Raleigh's done this year. It's been disappointing. It's been frustrating. Do I think he'll figure it out? Sure. But whether it's Dan Wilson or Kevin Seitzer or Edgar Martinez, someone needs to talk to him, get in his head, and tell him to sit back on the fastball and figure out how to do that first and foremost. And maybe Cole Young's the one that needs to talk to him, because that's what Cole Young spent his entire offseason doing. But someone needs to come in there and just tell him to hit a fastball.
Cole Young is clearly anticipating the correct pitch. His brain is moving because you can see him load up on his home run swings, like Cam Zone against Detroit a few weeks ago, where he knew what pitch was coming. It's not like reading signs. It's having a baseball IQ that we lack right now as an organization.
And, love Josh Naylor. I love Josh Naylor. And part of the reason we brought him in was this baseball IQ. It was, you can be a leader on this team and help this team understand how do you play baseball, how do you anticipate stuff, how do you steal bases. Look, he's been up and down this year, and over the month of June, he's been just slightly above league average. But where has that leadership gone? Is it a thing where these guys just don't want to put 110% in and be, relaying signs from second base and stealing bases without getting thrown out and not making dumb mistakes until it's August or until the last couple weeks of September. I don't know what it is, but there's just something off with the mindset of this team right now. And
How
it's
about
annoying.
your highest paid pitcher, a guy that the team looks to, Luis Castillo? He seems to have more control of what happens than Dan Wilson does. Like, who is in charge around here? Luis Castillo sucked. He got moved to the piggyback. He was awesome. We need him. He'd be a great bullpen arm. I wasn't there yet. But when he comes out of the pen, that first inning, he looks incredible. That's something. Talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about the piggyback. We've talked about the piggyback, and it's a thing to me where it's like this team right now feels like there's a little bit of just this like loser mentality where it's like we go down a couple runs, like how are we gonna win? Well, it comes from what this front office is doing, right? This front office is like, oh, we're gonna cycle all our pitchers into this piggyback. No, you tell your highest paid pitcher, I don't care how much he's being paid, but you tell him and you say, you are our worst pitcher. We're moving you to the bullpen. You're going to be a multi-inning reliever. You're going to pitch every 4 or 5 days, whatever it might be. You're going to cycle through as a piggyback, whatever it is. But the fact that Logan Gilbert, who has looked like Walter again for 3 or 4, even up to 6 starts now, with his fastball playing better than it has since his rookie, as good as it has since his rookie year. The fact that you are piggybacking him now, he is going to go out there and shove for 6 innings. And then Emerson Hancock's going to come in, who has been one of your best starters, maybe your best starter through the entire year. And you're going to tell him, no, you have to come out of the bullpen now. You just got to bite the bullet, make the decision, do it. I don't care about the trade cost. I don't care. I want to win baseball games. If they drop below 500 this weekend, Dan Wilson should be out the door on Monday morning.
Should be out the door anyway. The second best pitcher in our organization is stuck in Double-A because we're up here playing patty cake piggyback for no reason. Like, do what needs to be done. The Northern Star is for this team to win 54% and be in contention for a frickin' decade. Stop it. Go win the World Series. You don't have to make trades to do it. You have to control your clubhouse. You have to control your pitching staff and let them know what they're doing. Like, stop letting them dictate. More Bryce Miller didn't have it today. He had 11 strikeouts. 11.
And just, even if, it's a little bit of a scapegoat thing, show that you have some metal in you. Go make the move. Go show that if you are not good enough for our aspirations, what we want to do, you don't belong here. Cut Rob Refsnyder, get rid of Dan Wilson, move Luis Castillo to the bullpen, put him on a ghost IL. I don't care. If you are not performing, you do not deserve to be playing on this baseball team every day. And honestly, that includes Cal Raleigh right now. Cal Raleigh should no longer be in the 2 spot in this lineup at all. Dom Canzone needs to be in the top 3 in this lineup each and every single day.
I like that.
Julio Rodriguez hasn't really deserved to be in the top 3 in this lineup, but you leave him there because why would you change anything when you're playing 500 ball as a team that expects to win 95 games and compete for the American League pennant and hopefully World Series?
The head of this organization is Jerry Dipoto. Jerry has a plan. Jerry is the godfather in this scenario. The players are the players. They go up and down. They're players. Some are good, some are bad. They have good days, bad days. Dan Wilson is just being a puppet right now. I need him to either advocate for his guys, like ride or die players coach, or I need him to dictate terms. This lukewarm middle sucks, and it has to go.
Yeah.
I would prefer for him to go, but he can also just change and grow and adapt as a human being. He's allowed to do that.
Yeah. Show some fire. I talked about this, was it Monday? Whatever day it was. I was like, This team has no fire. They have no heart. They have no energy. I just absolutely killed them for good reason. But it comes from your manager. Your manager is supposed to be the head of that clubhouse. He's supposed to be the guy that is showing that he believes in you, that he's having fight. He's going and talking to the umpires, hands behind his back, and he's just having a nice little whisper of a conversation. Get ejected, dude. It doesn't matter if you're in the dugout. You're not making the decisions anyway. Just go show that you have your players back.
It is hard to watch the Phillies being reborn after their coach got fired at 9-19 and having them like they're going to compete for the NL East crown. They're going to I don't know if they're going to catch the Braves, but they're in it because they pulled that early. They were like, nope, this ain't working. And I will say it over and over again. We do not believe in days on this show. Days of the week are not real. Stop questioning yourself, Mahal.
Never have been real. Never have been real. I hate to be pessimistic and angry and all this stuff. I really do. I wish I could just talk about this baseball team and be like, Dom Canzone has been one of the best players in baseball this year. He's been awesome. He's playing every day. But even when we talk about him, the conversation's not, he's been awesome. He's great. This is something that this team needed. He's the thing that's pushing them over the edge. The conversation's not that. The conversation is, he's your best player right now. He's hitting 5th, 6th, 7th in this lineup and not facing half the pitchers you're seeing. It's just, they're just acting like they don't care about winning. And whether that comes from John Stanton and the ownership, which it probably does. Everything, comes down the pyramid, whether it's from Jerry DiPoto, whether it's from Dan Wilson, who never made the World Series in his time as a player also. He doesn't know what it takes to get there. Give me someone that can lead this team and show that this is what it takes. Jerry DiPoto's never even done it. I love Jerry and all the stuff he does. The development stuff's great. But the reason he didn't stick around in Anaheim, because he couldn't push them over the edge. He had all the spending he could possibly have in the world, and he couldn't do it. And right now it's like, can you push this team over the edge? Can you push all your chips in and actually bet on yourself, bet on your players, show that you believe in the guys right here this year? There's no belief right now or fight or fire in this team. And it just doesn't back the fan base in the city. That's what the city is built on. We want to fight. We want to battle. We want to work our way to winning the freaking World Series. It's not happening.
Betting on yourself? I know one bet I'll be making this weekend. Not that I would ever do that. Dom Canzone went to Ohio State University playing in Cleveland. Yes, sir. They're going to be walking him by the end of that series. If they let him play. If Dan Wilson lets him play.
He's not gonna. He's
no. I have one quick thing, not really like a segment or anything. Brian Wu on the road has been so bad. 3 so's, I think, is about right.
It might be more than that.
It might be more. So, last night, he cruises through the first 3. Boy, we should talk about the broadcast at some point. They have been unhinged. Radio and TV. Maybe they're as frustrated as we are, but we aren't paid by the organization, so they have to hide it better. And Brian Wu, in the 4th inning, he gives up a few RBIs. It's kind of like, hey man, right the ship. It's okay. We're down 3-1. Gives up that triple, the RBI triple, or ends up on 3rd. There's 1 away. You're playing against the 8-hitter. It's his name is Magnum. Great 8-hitter name. That in every baseball situation, like Cal is catching, it has to be an unhittable baseball, because walking him and being able to turn 2 on the 9-hitter it's just like, you have to do it. And he threw a fastball middle that he got away with, and then 2 balls later he throws 97 up and it's an RBI single, and it's like, hey, those are those little things that I believe elite teams do consistently. And is that Brian Wu's fault? Is that Cal Raleig's fault? Is that Dan Wilson's fault? I don't know. I'm not there. I'm just yelling at my TV because I'm like, it's a dumb little thing. Put him on first for free. don't do this. Don't try to magic yourself out of a situation that baseball can handle for you.
Yeah, and maybe it's a thing where like I've talked about how they're not showing belief in some of their players, and maybe it's Dan Wilson's like I trust Brian Wood to be able to get out of this. But one of my pet peeves with whether it's Cal Raleigh or the pitchers or whoever is that they're too slow to adjust. And I don't know if this was the case during Brian Woo's inning yesterday. I had turned it off by the time they lost the lead and gave up runs. But there's a game plan that works first time through the order. And then they're like, why would we deviate from what's working? And yeah, that's fair. I understand that. But when guys see you for a second time and you're throwing fastball, and then an uncompetitive breaking ball, and then you're like, oh, why would I throw that again? Let's throw another fastball. They're going to hit the fastball at some point. If you are pitching them backwards and it's a first pitch slider or first pitch sweeper each and every time, and then you're a fastball after that, they're going to figure it out. They're going to hit the pitch. They're not dumb. They're talking to each other in the dugout. This is what I saw. This is the sequencing. There is literally technology doing this for them at this point. Make adjustments, and if you're getting hit around in an inning, why are you just throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row that's getting hit? Same thing with the home run in the first inning today with Bryce Miller. You throw a slider, it's uncompetitive. Oh, let's throw another slider. Dumb, stupid. Why? You need a strike. Why are you throwing a slider at the top of the zone? He is going to be all over that on a 1-0 pitch. And of course, Brandon Lau was all over it. Like, it's just dumb baseball. Just like, it's like they're not using their heads. They're just like, oh, this didn't work. Let's figure it out until it works. Like, it has to be better.
We are 10 weeks away from September call-ups, and we can just do the triple piggyback, where everyone plays the lineup one time, Kirby for 3, Logan for 3, Kate Anderson for 3, and then the next day it's Sloan for 3, Wu for 3, and we just break baseball, and we have 9 starting pitchers, and we don't play anybody else, and we give up 0 runs, and everything's fine.
Problem there, Jeff, is we do what George Kirby loves us to do. Score 0 runs and lose in extra innings.
We don't have a plan for extra innings. We have no plan for that.
Extra innings don't exist in this world, Jeff. We have to be in a tight game for that.
Alex,
if we play in a close game,
might be time for him to go.
It, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal. Mariners got Cleveland this weekend. They faced a lefty in game 1 and then a pair of Evan Williams and Slade Ciccone. Freaking win this series, please. Jose Ramirez isn't even playing. The lineup right now for the Guardians for Fangraphs roster resource right now has 3 guys with WRC pluses over 100. That includes 2 guys with a WRC plus of 105 and 108 in their 2 and 3 spots. If they give up more than 2 runs in any of these games,
it's over.
My head is gone. Everything is gone. Dan Wilson's out the window, and we're getting swept by the Angels next week. Like, figure it out.
Oh my gosh. Why do we play 2 out of 3 out of 4 days against the Angels? Do you know?
Yes. It's because of this guy right here.
It is for the US?
So the World Cup round of 32 game in Seattle's next Wednesday, which is why there's no game that day.
Got it.
That's why the Angels series is split up funky, which just means it's a perfect day to fire Dan Wilson.
That would be a sick day.
Sick day. World Cup and firing Dan Wilson. Hopefully U.S. wins that night as well, and then they get to play the round of 16 in Seattle. It would be a great day. And then you get a new manager in for a Blue Jays series over the July 4th weekend. It could be fantastic. It won't be, though, because they don't got the balls to do
that. Days of the week don't matter, but after we lost the first 2 to Boston, you and I text, I was going to do an emergency pod with you Sunday where I was going to hop on if we had gotten swept. And we were going to do the things I hate most about you right now, just like going.
Yeah.
Well, I kept mine. I'm just going to tell them to you right now. Oh, I've been saving them. I didn't want to text them to you. I wanted you to hear them on the podcast. Luis Castillo, quit being elite out of the pen. It's actually more frustrating. I'd rather you be garbage. Oh, he did that against Pittsburgh. He did that recently, so we're good. Ref Snyder, go away. You know what I'm sick of? Meaningless ninth inning home runs. Yeah, that's right. Canzone, Cole, Julio. I'm sick of it. Don't do it anymore. It's boring. We're down 5 and you hit a solo home run. I don't care. I don't like it. Kate Anderson, chill out. Stop making this so annoying. Give up some runs so that we don't have to freak out as much. Okay? Kill me. George Kirby, you are my ride or die. Just get Kerry Carpenter out, man. I know you're not playing him. Go get him. Go throw a ball at him somewhere. Find him. Emerson Hancock, why? Don't be like this. We believe in you now. Thank God for the World Cup distracting us because this sucks. Those are my notes that I was going to hit you with Sunday.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
But then we won, so I could calm down.
Well, if the Mariners get swept by Cleveland this weekend, we might have to do another one of those lists.
Right back!
If Sunday morning, if I wake up at 10 a.m. before the Mariners are playing and it is trying to salvage one game, I am rooting for the Cleveland Guardians that day like I never have before.
Oh my gosh.
Just because I can't do losing 2 games and winning 1 trying to salvage whatever. If they fall below 500 in the series, Dan needs to be gone.
We know what's going to happen. We're winning Friday and losing Saturday, Sunday.
They don't do that 2 series in a row, though. I don't know if that's something we can fathom.
Just every other week.
It'll be the reverse.
Okay.
So win, loss, 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 win, loss, loss. Yeah.
Win, loss.
Exactly.
Join us on the show where we lose it.
Our mental health is out the window thanks to the Seattle Mariners. Jeff, any last notes for you?
USA! USA! USA!
Please save us and get 9 points out of the group tonight so that we have something to be happy about. That's my last note. Mariners, Cleveland this weekend. Please find a way to win the series.
Please.
Till Monday morning, as always, go M's. Peace.